Hello guys, you're now tuned in to week 2 of my NFL analysis. Alright guys, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this started, okay? So, to start my analyzing, we're going to start off with the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The game was 23-34. The Bengals did come out on top. That was due to Andy Dalton, though Red, I forgot his nickname, and AJ Green, Mr. Magnificent. The guy is great. On Baltimore side, as far as offense goes, Joe Flacco kind of played like Joe Fluco. But, yeah, it was a pretty solid game overall. I mean, they scored, but, the Bengals were just on a roll. I mean, what are you going to do about that? But following that game were the games that started Sunday. And to kick our announcing off first, or analyzing, I should say. Sorry, guys. It was the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. So, the Panthers were the ones with 24, and the Atlanta Falcons were going with 31. Now, the game started off close in the first quarter, and the second quarter started to take a turn for the worse. Because the Atlanta Falcons started to tear them up to the point of a 20-3 lead. But Matt Ryan played good. Cam Newton, he just stepped up his game this year. We need MVP Cam, definitely. But Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, they did their part. The next following game was the Indianapolis Colts versus the Washington Redskins. That game was 21-9 with the Washington Redskins receiving the losing end of that, unfortunately. Alex Smith didn't have his best game. This wasn't his week. I like him more than Kirk Cousins on the Redskins just because of the leader potential, but, he's just not a thrower of the football, is how we guys would say it in the analyst department. But, in the Colts, Andrew Luck, they dubbed him as the next Peyton Manning. I don't see it, Definitely don't see it. But he is a great QB, and he will continue to be one. He did get his first victory of the year with that win. So, with that being said, the last person I'll talk about on Washington is Adrian Peterson. I have faith in Adrian. I think he can get a lot of yards this year. But having games like that to get about 50, 60 yards on like 20 carries, not going to cut Adrian. Next game is going to be the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans. That game was pretty sad. It was 17-20 with the Titans winning. I was a little shocked by that because the Houston Texans have a great defense. They have Deshaun Watson as quarterback. I know he was injured, but I'm expecting him to play better. He did play better this game, but, as a team, they just weren't good. They lost to the Titans, who Marcus Mariota didn't even play. So, who'd they lose? Who's the starting quarterback? I don't know their backup. Gee willikers, guys. But, yeah, they lost. 3-point difference. So, that's what we're going to discuss with that one. Following game was the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hooey! Didn't see this game coming. Tampa Bay won 27-21. The Eagles lost. Now, the factors to kind of help them, get over that hump of the defending champions was Mr. Fitzmagic. That's what we guys call him. Fitzmagic. He was doing fantastic. He played a great game. A great game. The guy's been playing great for 2 weeks. Jameson, sorry. You lost your spot, Winston. Or Jameis Winston. Yeah, same thing. You get it. I said Winston. Same thing. But you've lost your job for the year, buddy. He's playing amazing. And the Eagles, they got Nick Foles, who's Mr. I want to be Tom Brady in the clutchest moments for once. Well, twice, technically. And then he just reverts back to ass cheeks Nick Foles. But yeah, that's why they lost. Nick Foles primarily, and their defense has to step it up a little bit. Following game, whoo, pow, explosion game, guys. I'm talking Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that was 37-42, with the Chiefs ended up winning that game. High-powered offense game, great. Clearly no defense, not even a little bit, not even a lick. But it was a pretty good game because Patrick Mahomes, first-year starter, guys, balling. The Chiefs definitely have a lot of firepower to go far in the playoffs this year. Pittsburgh, you sign that man Le'Veon Bell, like I told you last week. You get Le'Veon Bell in there, have him run those routes, and you're good. You probably would have won two games already instead of being 0-1 in a tie. But yeah, it was just a high-powered game, no defense, so there's nothing to talk about on that side. Dolphins versus the Jets. Miami Dolphins versus the New York Jets. Gotta be proper sometimes. But that game was 20-12. With the Dolphins taking that game. Now, they had a backup. I think it was Blaine Gabbert. Yeah, he's, you guys don't know him. He's nothing to talk about. Now, if you're a 49er fan, you might know him, but nothing to talk about. And the Jets, Sam Darnold's going to be a great QB. He definitely is. He's just very turnover prone. And then this game, second game, definitely showed it. I think it was about 2 picks, 1 touchdown. He didn't play too good. But, whatever. He's a rookie. Rookie mistakes. Next game was the San Diego Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. So 31-20. And this was my favorite game of the week because it was fucking hilarious. Their cornerback on the Buffalo Bills, the fucking disgrace of a football team at the moment, unfortunately. I'm hoping they turn it around, but they're starting weak-ass Nate Peterman and, Josh Allen with potential. So, Vontae Davis quit at halftime. The man just quit. Oh, you guys are going to go out to the field? Let me go pack my shit up and run out the door before anyone sees me, because I know you guys probably want to kick my ass if you knew I was leaving at halftime and I'm retiring. The guy just retired. He quit football altogether. Chargers beat their ass that bad. Team's just that horrible. It's kind of sad. But, Phillip Rivers did his thing, Melvin Gordon doing his thing, and they just ran over him. This game I'm a little biased towards. I'm a little pissed off. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Minnesota Vikings versus the Green Bay Packers, They're bringing me out of my nerdness, and I don't like that. So let me get back in it. But, this game was a tie, and Packers, we should have won. I'm a Packer fan if you didn't see the first video. But, A-Rod came out there hobbled. Going against one of the best defenses in the NFL, period. And the only thing that made us lose this game was a stupid little, let me call on these passes because A-Rod got hurt last year. I get it, we didn't want that fucking rule, but it got made because A-Rod and fucking Anthony Barr. But this game, fucking Clay Matthews hit Kirk Cousins. Looks pretty clean to me, and they throw a roughing the penalty pass. During that play, it was a fucking interception. So that negated our interception, and guess what happened? They fucking scored something. So, shit turned to a tie. We could have done other things to get us the game won, so we can't really cry over spilled milk, but I'm a little pissed off about that. Not going to talk about that one anymore. Next game. Cleveland Browns versus the New Orleans Saints. 18-21 with the Saints taking that victory. Okay. Saints playing a little bit worse than I thought, but I think it's because they don't got really Mark Ingram in there right now. They just got Alvin Kamara doing all the rushing, and he may be a 3-down back, but right now it looks like he needs Mark Ingram. Cleveland Browns, I'm an undercover Cleveland Browns fan. I believe they have potential to win at least 7 games this year, and they lost this game because they have a trash-ass field goal kicker. I'm starting to think we should eliminate the kickers because he missed 2 extra points, so that's 2 points off the board, okay? And then he missed 2 field goals. And it was damn near chip shots. Zach Gonzalez, you're fired, bro. I do a fucking better job than you did. Sorry, guys. Let me calm down. Following game, Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. So this game was a lot closer than you think. 27-30. Well, maybe you did think it'd be close. But, Matt Stafford was actually playing pretty good. Jimmy Garoppolo got his team a win. So, he doesn't have anything around him to work with, but he played a lot better this week than last week. This game was atrocious. Los Angeles Rams versus the Arizona Cardinals, 0-34. Arizona, I don't know what the hell's going on with you guys, but you got to get it together. I know Bruce Arians left. I know Carson Palmer left. I get it. But you got Sam weak-ass Bradford. You got Josh Rosen. Maybe you need to throw the rookie into some fire, okay? David Johnson, I'm expecting a lot more from you this year, but, you know, I believe in your talent, so I'm not even going to disrespect you. Larry Fitzgerald is just, you know, he's an icon. He's amazing. The guy's nice as fuck. Nothing bad to say about him. But 0 points is just disgraceful. The quarterback or the halfback, you know, someone has to do something. Rams, self-explanatory, you know, their high-power offense, Jared Goff, just, you know, being Jared Goff, you know, he's starting to get his own name held up. Todd Gurley's the main factor of that offense. Amazing. Brandon Cooks doing his thing, you know, and they got it. This was the upset of the week. New England Patriots versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, 20-31. The Jacksonville took it. Now, the only reason why they really won this game is because New England had a game plan of, you're not running, we're making you throw, because we know Blake Bortles ain't shit. You know what Blake Bortles said? Oh, I ain't shit. Let me show you. He turned into Tom Brady. Man had about, I think, over 300 yards passing with 3 TDs, I believe. And they have no receivers, so it was amazing. One dude caught like a one-hand catch like it was Odell or something. I was like, oh, Lord. I see it, dude. But, yeah, no, just didn't play that good. You know, Tom Brady doesn't have any receivers that he should. So, you know, it's like, you know, just, you know, he can't overcome everything. He's great, one of the greatest, you know, debatable. But, you know, he just couldn't overcome that issue. Next game, Oakland Raiders versus the Denver Broncos. Actually, we're going for the Raiders this game. You know, I didn't talk to my friend who I hate, who loves the Raiders, who makes me hate them. So I was rooting for him this week. And I like the Broncos too. But Broncos took that by 1 point because Raiders have no defense. I mean, they played okay, you know, this game. They just couldn't put pressure on Case Keenum like that. Case Keenum makes mistakes that are easily able to overcome them. But, you know, they couldn't overcome them. So they lost by 1 point. Uno. Okay? Following game was the New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys. Okay? This was the game of the week. Landon Collins was hyping it up. Oh, yeah, you got to stop Zeke because you can't stop Zach. Or you got to stop Zeke so Dak can throw. You know, that all bullshit. And then Dak challenge accepted. You know, they went out there and won. Now, Dak, I don't have a lot of faith in him as a quarterback because he only threw for like 160 to 80. But one of his passes was like 65 yards because Tavon Austin. So it's like he only threw for like under 100 yards damn near. So he's starting to look like a Dink and Dak type of quarterback. You know, the little check downs, throw it to the, you know, the smallest route that you can get at completion. We'll see. Eli didn't get any help because his offensive line is like me and some local friends, you know. So it's like, Jesus Christ, you know, they're NFL players playing like trash. So, yeah, their offensive line fucked them this game. You can't even get Odell involved because they have no line to let Eli throw it. Eli's a little washed up himself, but something to talk about for another day. Last game of the week, it was the Seattle Seahawks versus the Chicago Bears. Now, this game was lost by the Seahawks, won by the Bears, you know. The Bears have a great defense, you know. Their offense is whatever. Mitchell Trubisky, I don't have a lot of faith in him, but, you know, he could be decent doing down the line. He could at least be a game manager, I believe. Russell's great, but he has no offensive line. It's almost as bad as the Giants, and he can scramble unlike Eli, so he gets out of trouble and stuff, but, you know, they couldn't overcome that. And then the Chicago's defense is just, you know, it's going to be a top 10 defense, definitely, because it was last year, and with Khalil Mack, it's going to be even better. So, that was my reviews of week 2. Thank you, guys. I love you guys so much you actually watched this. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and end this video, and I'll be back with you guys week 3. Go to sleep. Hello, guys. You're now tuned in to my week 2 analysis. Oh.